Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have a Red Dead Online video for you guys that was heavily requested. A lot of people have asked for this video, and I'm sorry that it was kind of delayed. I was just busy with a few other projects, but this video is the Red Dead Online Ultimate Gold Grinding Guide for 2021. Now you guys might remember I made a video similar to this a year ago, but ever since then, a few new ways to make gold bars have been added, and on top of that, daily challenges have been severely nerfed. So in this video, I will be covering how to make gold bars in 2021, the best ways to do it, and covering all the activities in detail, as well as giving my opinion and some reasons on why I feel that way. So I hope that you guys enjoy this one, Red Dead Online Ultimate Gold Grinding Guide in 2021. So to start off this gold guide, I want to talk about daily challenges. I still think they're worth doing, even though they've been nerfed severely. I'm pissed off about the nerf, as I know a lot of you guys watching are still pissed off about that. I actually made a petition over a month ago in which I'm asking for Rockstar to reverse the daily challenges to what they once were. If you guys get a chance to, if you hadn't already, sign the petition and share it. We're approaching 15,000 signatures, and we're hoping that we can get gaming media like Kotaku eventually involved, because then the petition will just get a lot more views. But anyways, on to the daily challenges. Daily challenges come in two formats. You have your basic daily challenges, which are 7, and then you have 9 role daily challenges. Let's first start off talking about the regular daily challenges. Now, the regular daily challenges, these are things that aren't usually affected by roles, and for the most part, most of them are pretty easy, but there can be like 1 or 2 ones that can be pretty annoying, like revive three players, for instance. That's a daily challenge that I've seen in the past. Now, if you're in a posse, this might be kind of easy, but if you don't have any friends, it's going to be frustrating trying to find another player and then shooting them 3 times and then reviving them, when most people, they'll just choose to bleed out instead of getting revived, unless you're communicating with somebody in a party. Then, you know, you can coordinate things, but usually there's like 1 or 2 that are just really bad. You should try your best to try to do at least a few in here. If you can do the other ones, you will get a bonus. But let's talk about the ones that I had here. So I had skin 3 beavers, pick 5 desert sage, complete a takeover series in Showdown, kill 3 people in Showdown with Deadeye, eat 5 pieces of meat, do a self-portrait, and also customize my gun. All of those were easy, and I was able to complete them no problem. And you can see right here on the screen, this is from my petition also, and this will show you how much you can actually make from the daily challenges right now. So let's take a look. For day 1 through 7, you can make 0.10 gold per challenge with 0.30 gold bonus for doing all 7. Now again, remember, these daily challenges have been cut in half. I know the nerf is annoying. I'm pissed off about it too. But you can still make some gold bars from doing this. So you should try to at least, you know, if you're not going to have time to play that much that day, try to sign in and just do at least 1 daily challenge, a regular daily challenge or a role challenge. It doesn't matter. If you just do 1 daily challenge, you'll keep the streak. Yes, I understand that past 28 days, it will get reset. But then when you have a day to play, and you have more time to play, you can do more daily challenges, and hopefully that week that you have time to play, you have built a little bit of a bigger streak. So the first week, 0.10 gold per challenge, 0.30 gold bonus for doing all 7. Second week, day 8 through 14, you get 0.15 gold per challenge with a 0.45 gold bonus for doing all 7. Day 15 through 21, you get a 0.20 gold per challenge with a 0.60 gold bonus for doing all 7. And day 21 through 28, you get a 0.25 gold per challenge with a 0.75 gold bonus for doing all 7. And at 28 days, you get a free treasure map and a bonus 100. And remember, the streak is going to get reset after 28 days. So again, if you have time in the day, do the regular daily challenges because there's 7 of them and you get a bonus for them. But if there's like 1 or 2 that are just annoying, do the easy ones so you get some gold from that at least, and then move on to role daily challenges, which are much easier. So remember, in this case, I had, 7 easy daily challenges. I had, customize the weapon, eat 5 pieces of meat, participate in a takeover showdown, kill 3 people in the showdown with Deadeye. I had take a self-portrait, skin 3 beavers, and pick 5 desert sage. Not bad. But if you have another one, like for instance, I've seen ones where it's clear out 2 hideouts in a day, that can be frustrating because you might find 1 hideout, but then you might run around the entire day and not find another hideout, and it might drive you mad. Just do other activities in between. Let's move on to role daily challenges now. So moving on, we're going to be talking about the role daily challenges, and there is 15 of these in total. There's 3 bounty hunter challenges, 3 trader challenges, 3 collector challenges, 3 moonshiner challenges, and 3 naturalist challenges. You can only do 9, and when you do 9, you get the bonus, so you can do 2 more than the regular ones. Now, again, you can do the regular daily challenges and the roll challenges, so you can get the bonus for both of them in a day. But the roll daily challenges, you should always focus on doing. If you have time, if you don't have time to play, then okay, I understand. You know, do 1 or 2, and then sign out just to keep your streak, at least for that month. But if you do have time to play, try to knock out those 9 roll challenges, and these you should be able to knock out in less than an hour. I did 2 of these last night, and then I did 7 more today, and I did them in less than an hour. Now, the most difficult ones that I noticed out of these roll challenges, they tend to be in the trader, because in the trader category, there can be a challenge that'll be like, make 2 sales in like 1 day, and you don't really want to sell the camp unless it's at 100 goods, because then you get the most money, and, you know, if you do, you could make 2 sales in a day, technically, but that would just take hours and hours of just a camp filling up. It's just not worth doing that challenge, unless you have a friend that, you know, you can help them with their sale, and then you do your sale, but still, it's just an unreasonable challenge. There's another challenge, for instance, like bring 20 carcasses to crypts in like less than 10 minutes. I mean, you know, come on. So, like, look at some of the other ones that are easy, knock them out, because again, remember, you can only do 9 out of these. You can't do the other 6. So out of the 15, you can do 9. So pick 9 out of the easiest. And this is why it's important to have every single roll, because a lot of people have asked me, should I get the naturalist roll? You should still get the naturalist roll, even if you don't plan on doing it much, because naturalist also gives you 3 new roll challenges, which a lot of them can be pretty easy. Like, for instance, sell 5 animal samples to Harriet, you know, not kill an animal in 24 hours in the game. And also, you know, cook 7 things at a wilderness campfire. Those are the daily challenges that I have for naturalists. They're pretty easy. So let's move on to doing some of these daily challenges. So first off, we're going to be doing Bounty Hunter. And Bounty Hunter is important. It's the most important daily challenge out of all of them. The reason is because since the last update, December 1st, what they did was they brought in a new awards tab. And in that new awards tab, what happens is you can reset Bounty Hunter XP. So once you get past level 30 with the prestigious Bounty Hunter license, you can now reset this. This is in, you know, pause menu, awards, you go to Bounty Hunter. You reset this every time you get up to 10,000 roll XP in the Bounty Hunter. You get 0.5 gold back. When you complete a daily challenge for the Bounty Hunter, if you have the Outlaw Pass maxed out, then you're going to be getting 260 XP back per that daily challenge. So you're going to be getting the gold for the daily challenge in the Bounty Hunter, plus you're going to be making XP towards the next challenge. So make sure you always try to do the Bounty Hunter daily challenges every day if you can, because that is a really good way, you know, to stock up on gold, mix it up with 2 things. The 10,000 roll XP, it does take hours to grind, so it's not like you're going to make that in an hour. It is going to take hours of grinding, but at least when you do the Bounty Hunter daily challenges, you're going to be building up towards it, and again, you get 0.5 gold for that. Now let's take a look right here. This is me doing 2 of the daily challenges for the Bounty Hunter. So you see right now, I'm lassoing 2 guys from the horseback. That's why I got back on my horse after I lassoed that guy. I get 260 XP towards the award to reset the Bounty Hunter XP, plus get that daily challenge done. And then also to complete 2 bounties in less than an hour. So in less than an hour to complete 2 bounties. I did another bounty before this also, so knock that out. 2 daily challenges right there. Plus I got the gold from the Bounty Hunter. Pretty easy. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's do the Moonshiner now. So now let's take a look at some of the other roll daily challenges. And again, these are ones, if you have time in that day, if you have all the rolls, you want to do 9 of these, because they're pretty easy to do. You know, there's 15 challenges in total. Once you complete 9, you're locked out of the other 6. But out of the 15 challenges, there should always be 9 that you should be able to complete, no problem. So earlier we completed these 2 for the Bounty Hunter, so we have 7 left to complete. And we could have also completed this one, but I wanted to make this guide more, you know, towards solo-friendly players. So if we did that with just a posse member, we would have also gotten that. But when you're doing these challenges, see if you can kind of combine them with other ones, like in that category. Since you're already playing that specific role, there might be other challenges you can knock out. Like for instance, with the moonshine business, $200 money made from moonshine sold, and moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. We can also do the 2 story missions, but that's gonna kind of take longer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. That's easy. $200 made from moonshine sold, 1 moonshine sale. Let's take care of that. Let's do that really quick. Okay, so look at that. Moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. And also we got the other one where we sold $200 worth of moonshine. Nice. Nice, we got that. Okay, so now let's look at our other challenges here. And in the naturalist category, we have 5 animal samples sold to Harriet, that's easy. 7 things crafted at a wilderness camp. Okay, that should be easy too. So now what we do, we just spawn our wilderness camp. So here we skip forward, I crafted a few tonics, and finally crafting here a potent bitter as my last thing I'm going to craft. And I got 0.10 gold, so complete that. Very easy. If you have split point ammo, if you have regular ammo and you want to convert it to split point ammo, you can just craft 7 bullets in just a few seconds, get a daily challenge done if you have one like that. Now, moving on to Harriet here, I didn't sell the 5 samples to her because I wanted to do the collector challenges next, but if you want to sell samples to Harriet, if you ever get that daily challenge, the easiest place to do it is at LeGras. LeGras, she's right next to it, so just fast travel to LeGras, she's right there, and there's a lot of alligators in the area. Alligators are really easy to get samples from, they're really big targets, they're very slow also, even when they try to run away. Very easy to hit them, and even if they run into the water after you sedate them, you can just lasso them, pull them out of the water, and just get the sample, give it to Harriet. Let's move on to the collector here. So with the collector, I had two daily challenges here that was pretty easy. One, get 3 tarot cards, really easy, and another one which was get 3 fossils, also really easy. I already had full arrowheads. I could have gone for arrowheads, but I had, 10 out of 10, arrowheads, so I didn't want to sell my batch for that. But anyways, right here, you see me, I'm just picking up these cards, getting them, very easy daily challenge. The collector has some of the easiest daily challenges, and if you want to know how I'm finding these cards and how I'm finding these fossils, all you gotta do is you gotta use the Jean Rupke map. He made a map long time ago, right when the collector came out, still relevant today, and he constantly updates it with a lot of good information, so the guy put a lot of work into it. It's a really reliable map. It'll show you where pretty much every collectible is, and even the randomized locations, it'll show you those as well. So use his collector map, especially if you have the daily roll challenges, very helpful for that. So there, we got those 2 collector challenges done. And the last 2 daily challenges for the rolls that we'll be doing is we will be finishing a supply mission for the trader with 5 minutes remaining. Very easy, just complete the mission with 5 minutes remaining. Now again, these are randomized, so you might get different ones than me. You complete that, you get 0.10 gold, easy. The other one is to bring 6 large carcasses to Crips. Very easy, just hunted a bunch of deer, brought it to him, helped my trader business, and also helped me get the daily challenges done. That's all 9 roll daily challenges. I got the 0.30 gold bonus, and again remember, this is the same bonus as for the regular main daily challenges. The regular ones are 7 in total, so these you can do 9, you can do both of them, but the roll daily challenges, if you have time, you should always do those because they tend to be easier than the regular ones. Just remember, there's some difficult ones in the rolls, like with the trader, but other than that, that's pretty much it for the roll daily challenges. If anybody has any other questions about the daily challenges down below, let me know. So let's now talk about bounties. Now, bounties are the best way to make gold in this game besides the daily challenges, where the daily challenges, when you finish the regular ones and the roll ones, you can't make any more gold for that day. With the bounty hunter, you can make gold all day. Now, how do bounties work? Bounties come in 3 types. You have the regular bounties, the infamous bounties, and the legendary bounties. Let's talk about the regular bounties first. And I also recommend you guys get the prestigious bounty hunter license so that you can do those infamous bounties. Now, with the regular bounties, you start up a poster, you go to an area, and I recommend you to only choose the 2-star posters or the 3-star posters. There's 3 types. There's the first poster on the left side, it's the easiest, middle one, and then right. Only choose middle and right. I refer to them as stars, but it's the dollar symbols that's there, so $2 symbols for the middle one, $3 symbols for the right, and that kind of indicates its difficulty, but also indicates how much more you'll get for them. And when you go to the area, it's going to be different type of mission each time. It's going to be one where you might have to look for clues, find the bounty target. Another one might be where you have to wait for the bounty target to show up. Another one might be where the bounty target is at a specific area, and you just go after them. And you're always going to want to capture them, because when you capture them, you tie them up, you lasso them, you get more money back. And basically the concept of the bounty hunter making gold with it, it's pretty simple. All you basically do, capture the targets. The more targets that there are, so if there's more targets, you'll get more money and more gold back. You capture those targets, and you just wait until the last minute when you deliver them to the sheriff. Now, some of these bounty missions, some have longer timer than others. Some the timer is not that long. Others, the timer is much more long. You're going to want to wait out the timer, and you can wait until the timer appears on your screen, because some of these bounties, the timer doesn't appear until the moment you get near the bounty. That can also make you more cash and gold, but me personally, I just don't like doing that because, it's just waiting continuously. I just like to go right to the bounty target, capture the bounty target or targets. I'll put a single one on the back of my horse. If it's multiple, I'll put them in the back of the bounty wagon. Once they're in the back of the bounty wagon, they can't escape. Then I just take them to the sheriff, and I just wait until the last minute. And what I basically do while I'm waiting is I just go on my phone. That's just what I do because it can get kind of boring. That's one thing that can get kind of boring about the bounty hunter. You just wait until the last minute. But that's pretty much it for the regular bounties. Just capture the targets, wait until the last minute. And again, remember, if there's more bounties, more bounty targets, you will get more money and gold back. An example of this is, let's say that you have a 3-star single bounty target, and then you have a 2-star 4 bounty target. If there's 4 targets in the middle, and then there's only 1 target on the right side, the 4 targets in the middle will get you more cash and gold, despite the third one, the one on the right side, being technically the harder mission. So just capture those targets, bring them to the sheriff, just wait until the last minute. And infamous bounties are also in free mode, but the difference is that infamous bounties have more of a story behind them. Some of them have cutscenes to them, small cutscenes, just have a little bit more of a story to them. And these missions, they're all the same each time. So if you memorize the infamous bounty missions for that particular poster, you're going to know exactly what you have to do. So that's the main difference between infamous and regular bounties, is that infamous bounties are the exact same mission each time. They're a little bit more cinematic in nature. And these missions have very similar payouts as regular bounties. Now, as for legendary bounties, I know people are going to ask me about that. With legendary bounties, you could theoretically wait like around half an hour because there is no timer on it, and then you'll get like 0.40 gold. I think it might be 0.48 gold, which is the max on that. And you could get, like 0.48 gold if you wait out half an hour, but there are cons to it, and I don't recommend doing the legendary bounties because you can only do one every in-game day. So every 48 minutes you can do one, and on top of that, eventually each bounty target on the legendary posters is going to be a 5-star. And 5 stars, you can only use free aim, you have 1 life, and they just become much more challenging. I personally recommend just to run missions in free mode. Just run the regular and the infamous bounties. I don't really recommend dealing with the legendary bounties. And as for payouts on the regular bounties and infamous bounties, if you wait out to the last minute, you should be getting around 0.20 to 0.36 gold per each mission. The most that I've gotten in free mode itself is 0.36 gold. I know with the legendary bounties you can make a little more, like I was saying, but I just recommend just to do the free mode ones, regular and infamous bounties. Don't really do the legendary bounties unless you might be going AFK for some time. Then maybe you could start up a legendary bounty and just go AFK for like 30 minutes, do it, and get your 0.48 gold for it. Now, what about story and stranger missions? Don't even bother with stranger missions. Don't bother with them. The reason you don't want to bother with stranger missions is because stranger missions don't give you bounty hunter role XP. And just bounty hunter missions in general give you more gold back. The only time I'll say to do a stranger mission is if you have a daily challenge. If you have a daily challenge to do a stranger mission, then do it. But other than that, just keep doing the bounty hunter missions because you get XP, which you can then reset 10,000 XP each time to get 0.5 gold. So you're making gold an extra way while you're doing the bounty missions. As for the story missions are just missions you want to do once. The first time that you do them, you get plenty of cash. The first time you do it, you get a big cash bonus. But after that, you don't really get that bonus anymore. And the longer you take on story missions, the more money you get back also. But I just personally recommend just to do bounties. Don't bother with the story missions. Don't bother with the stranger missions. Just wait out the timer until the last minute. Try to bring in the targets alive. And if you're doing a multiple bounty target, the most for a solo player I recommend to do is with 4 targets. You can do a 6-target bounty solo, but it could be difficult. And if you think you're going to lose a target, if you think a target is going to run away, and you don't have time to hogtie them with the lasso, kill them. It's always better to bring in a dead target than to bring in no target at all. Let's talk about another way to make gold, which is the awards. So you would go to progress and awards, and when you're in the awards section, you go through the different categories. And just look into each one, and when you look into each one, check which challenges you think you can complete right away, and which challenges you think you can complete over time. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pin every single challenge that you think you can complete. And to pin this on the PlayStation, this would be R3. On the Xbox, I'm assuming it'll be right stick. Not sure what button on the PC, but it would tell you in the bottom right. So just pin whatever challenges you think you can complete. Like here, kill 1,000 enemies with a pistol. That's eventually going to happen. 1,000 enemies with a revolver, a repeater, a rifle. And then there's other ones like headshots. There's pistol headshots, revolver headshots, all easy. Doing those over time. And then we go into combat. We have ones like kill 1,000 enemies. That's eventually going to happen. Everyone is pretty much going to do that. Hunting, survivalist, crimes, travel, trade. There's just so many. You go through these and you just choose which ones you think you can complete. Now, certain ones you can only complete once, like this one, travel total 1898 miles. But other ones you are going to be able to complete over time. And so basically what we do then is when we pin these challenges, we'll actually go into our category right here, and we can see all of our pinned challenges. So you can see the progress on those challenges and how close you're to completing them. So you got an idea of which challenges you're about to complete. And when you're done with a challenge, when you get gold on it, here's what you do next. What you do next is you actually choose that challenge, and then you hold square on the PlayStation, whatever the button, the reset would be on the Xbox and the PC. You reset the challenge, and when you reset the challenge, you get 0.40 gold per challenge. And you can do this up to 10 times, meaning eventually you will run out of challenges, but it's going to take a really long time. It's 2 years later that I'm playing this game. I've been playing this game for over 2 years now, and I still got plenty of challenges I haven't maxed out. And Rockstar is adding more challenges over time with each update, so make sure you take advantage of that. You can see right here, I reset 4 challenges. I reset 1,000 pistol kills, 1,000 shotgun kills. I reset 1,000 consumable items purchased. These were items that I needed anyway, so I bought them. I reset get 1,000 things from my camp block. So I reset those 4 challenges. I'm getting 0.4 gold per challenge. And you can see on the right side here in a moment, you'll see the 0.4 gold per challenge. So 1.60 gold bars that I made right there from those challenges. So make sure you pin these challenges, you do these challenges, because over time, these challenges, they're a great way to make some extra gold and stock up on it. Now let's talk about treasure maps with treasure chests. These are another great way to make some cash and extra gold. Now, treasure chests, these can have a decent amount of gold in them. And in order to get treasure maps, you can get them in 3 ways. The first way, which is the easiest, is you level up. Every 5 times you level up, you unlock one at the post office. So every 5 levels, go to the post office, you will pick up a treasure map there. Another way is through looting. If you loot enemies, random enemies, dead bodies, eventually you will find one. It's pretty rare, but you can find them on dead bodies. That's why it's important to loot every enemy that you see if you can. The third way is through random events. Now there's actually 3 random events. There's one where a treasure map could actually be pinned to a tree with a knife, kind of rare. Another one where you'll also see a guy that will sell you a treasure map for $5. You can actually kill him or knock him out and take it for free. Another one is where you'll actually see a stranger and they'll look at a map and then quickly put it away and say, oh, I have nothing. Just knock them out or kill them and you can just loot them for the map. And the thing is, these events, I wish I could show them on the screen. I don't have any footage of them, unfortunately. They're just kind of rare, but that's the ways that you can get a treasure map. The easiest way, like I said, every 5 levels. And just basically open up the treasure map, go to the area, and just look for the treasure. And if you look at my gameplay here, you're going to see I have like over 30 treasure maps and I have more at the post office. Don't hoard treasure maps like me. Don't do it like me. And you're probably wondering, well, why are you hoarding treasure maps? The reason that I'm hoarding treasure maps is because I'm waiting for a specific event. Not on treasure chests, but I'm waiting for an event where, collectibles are going to have more value, trader is going to have more value, so I can do a giant big sale of everything. That's why I hoard treasure maps. Don't hoard treasure maps like me. The second that you get them, just open them up and just and find them, because then they're just going to take up space in your satchel, and you're going to eventually, run out of space like me with them. So that's basically it. Just go to the area, look around for the treasure chest, and if you activate Eagle Eye, the treasure chest will actually be glowing yellow. It'll have a yellow emit from it, kind of like collectibles do. A lot of collectibles, you have that little gold hovering thing over it. Same thing for treasure chests. Additionally, your controller, if you're using one, your controller will vibrate the closer that you get to it. So just open them up, and treasure chests, they can get you, around around $100, sometimes a little bit under $100. And in terms of gold, around 1 to 2 gold bars, sometimes a little bit less than a gold bar, but usually around between 1 to 2 gold bars. So great way to make some extra gold. So whenever you get a treasure map, open it up if you can and find it. And lastly, we have Showdowns, and I guess I'll put free mode events into this because it's kind of similar, but free mode events, those are more random, where you'll get an invite every so often when an event starts. Some are good, some aren't so good. But here in this one, for instance, we're going to be doing Overrun, a showdown mode. Now, there's going to be some people that are going to disagree heavily with me when I say this, but I don't think that Showdowns are really an effective way to make gold bars. Now, I know there's going to be people that really like Showdowns, but me, personally, my personal opinion, I just think Showdowns are an unstable way to make gold bars. The reason I feel this way is because Showdowns are based on 2 things. how much you make gold bars. They're based on how long the match lasts. So the longer the match lasts, the more gold bars you get. The other thing they're based on is if you win. If you win, you get more gold bars back. And there's a number of factors that you can't control. For one, you can't control exactly how long the match is going to last. Some matches can last a decent amount of time. Some matches can end relatively quickly. The other thing you can't control is your team. You can't control what team you can be put on. Now, you can be on a team that's just destroying everyone, doing really well, or you can be put on a really bad team where you are doing the majority of the work. And in this case, this game was pretty tied. We were pretty close in this game. And overrun in this game, the first team that gets to 3 wins. And this game ended with 3-2. My team won. So the match did last for a decent amount of time. And how much money did we get? We won first place. The match lasted probably the longest time that it could have. I got 0.16 gold bars back. That's how much I got for it. So that's just why I don't like Showdowns for gold bars. I just think it's an unstable way to make gold bars. I think, doing the bounty hunter is just way more effective. I don't think Showdowns are really good. I'm not criticizing the game itself. I'm not criticizing even the modes. What I'm just criticizing is the payouts. I just don't think that the gold bars that you get in this mode make it worth playing it, at least for gold bars. If you like playing it for fun, that's just fine. But as for gold bars, I don't think it's a good way to make money. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this guide. It took me some time to put this together. I'm sorry I uploaded this kind of late. I was trying to upload this as early as I could. But if you guys enjoyed my guide, please do drop a like. It does help the channel out a lot. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. And one last thing, if anybody has any questions about this, post them down below about any of these things, and I'll try to answer as many people as I can. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.